Hey everyone, Eric Lima here. You're watching episode 75 of my YouTube vlog show of 2018, which is also the second chapter of my original YouTube vlog show, The People's Lima, and it also is it's under my second YouTube channel, known as EML77 TV. Alright, what comes to mind when you hear the words wise guy, pumpkin brain, lame brain, imbecile, ignoramus, and nitwit? Give up? The most famous comedy troupe of all time here in America. The Three Stooges. That's right. And I have decided, I was introduced to the Three Stooges when I was a kid, while watching the Three Stooges marathon with my father on New Year's Eve back in the day. It's a tradition here in Massachusetts now on TV 38. Every New Year's Eve, they do a 5-6 hour marathon of the Three Stooges here in Massachusetts. So, in honor of my liking the Three Stooges, I've made the most difficult list ever. This is going to be called the List of Lima from here on out. And the List of Lima will be according to this little blackboard that I have. So what I decided to do is, this is one of the most difficult one I did, to name my top 10 favorite Three Stooges episodes. And there was a whole lot of them. I love watching the Three Stooges and all the yucks and eye pokes, head slaps, eye gouges, whatever. They can use them in wrestling moves nowadays in the WWE, for goodness sakes. But I decided, but before I get my top 10 picks, I got more honorable mentions. Honorable mentions of my top 10 picks of my favorite Three Stooges episode. I got a whole lot of them, more than the top 10. I had to write them down on this little piece of paper here. All right? I'm going to start with Hold That Lion with Shemp here. That's my list. Hold That Lion with Shemp. You can see a cameo appearance by Curly in this one, when he had a full head of hair instead of shaved hair. Oh, hey, speaking of hair, you like my haircut? You like my haircut? Oh, hold up just a second. See, this is my haircut. My hair. You can still hear me? Can you still hear me? My hair. This is my haircut. Gotta look good for the cousin's wedding coming up this Saturday. Looking forward to it. Got my outfit right there. All I need now is new belts and new shoes, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, let's get back to the thing. Hold That Lion. My favorite part is when Shemp and Larry, after a huddle with Mo, we'll get that what the looker, the moolah, the geet, no slipper guy named Slip is over gonna cheat us. A zoo, whap. And that was going. So that was my favorite line in that short. Hold That Line. They were trying to go after a guy named Slip, who's got their, subpoenas and everything else, and they want to get the money from their uncle and all that good stuff. Dutiful but Dumb. I like this one. My favorite part in Dutiful but Dumb with Curly. Curly versus the fresh oyster. Everybody puts a cracker in, snap. Puts another cracker in, snap. Snap, snap. Okay, that's it. Tries to use a string. The oyster takes a string. He puts pepper in it. Achoo! Goes in tight. And then all of a sudden, the oyster thinks he's Curly and spits up the soup at him, and then Curly tries to shoot him with a gun. That was my favorite part. All right, You Nazi Spy, which is a spoof from the Hitler, because remember, these shorts were made during World War II. So I like the part he goes, yeah, man. And Larry, hallelujah. Mo pokes him. That was funny. I like that part. Hail, hail, hailstone. Woohoo! I like that one. A Pain in the Pullman. Some of my favorite scenes in that one. One of my favorite lines in that one, A Pain in the Pullman, is when the guy Paul Payne, he goes, and Larry, and Paul Payne was upset because Paul Payne's girlfriend was getting annoyed by the Stooges doing their rehearsal. So, anyways, Paul Payne gets upset with him. He goes, "What's all this rumpus?" And Mo goes, "We're actors. We got to rehearse. Hey, who are you, anyways?" I am Paul Payne, the heartthrob of millions. And Larry goes, "What's a heartthrob?" Curly goes, "A pain in the neck." And then a pet monkey named Joe who's been causing a lot of trouble. The Stooges ended up getting up on the train. They were trying to get to a drawing room, and Paul Payne. They ended up in Paul Payne's drawing room. They ate a Dungeness crab, which they thought was a spider or a turtle, which is pretty hilarious. And then they tried to get up They try to get up. But the funny part is, Johnson! Boom! Johnson gets in his head hit. Johnson! It was great. Johnson! I love it. And poor Bud Jamison keeps hitting his head so many times. Aren't you guys asleep? Yeah, certainly. I dreamed we saw a swimming pool, so we dove in. We'll dive in that berth, and I'll make you dive off this train. And then Mo goes, "Night, yes, you ever had that?" Yeah, well, yeah, but this was in Technicolor. It was great. Trying to get into their bunk, it was hilarious. So that was really funny. Ants in the Pantry. I like this one. So they want to drum up business, so they sneak into like a wealthy socialite's house, and they put all mice and and everything else, moths and all that, and then Curly. I like the part where Curly and Mo were in the socialite's bedroom, putting all the ants and mice and everything else, and the moths in the closet and all, and they go, success, 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 and the farmer took away the ladder that Stooges climbed up on, and Curly and Larry's got the bag of cats, and and then Curly and Mo both fall, and they saw Larry. What's the idea of taking the ladder away? And my favorite part is when the piano players would play the piano here, wow, 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 and the cat and the Stooges in their riding habits trying to get the cats out of the piano. It was hilarious. And the socialites, the host, oh, we bought him. I got him from vaudeville. That was a good cover up. I like that one. And Curly thought he caught a fox at the end. It was a skunk, and they both fainted, and the horse fainted too. It was hilarious. I like that. Disorder in the Court. I like this one. Some of my favorite scenes were in this one, where the Stooges were playing jacks and tic-tac-toe, and Curly grabs all the jacks after a bounce, and then Mo goes, "What's the idea of falling into the game?" "That was for onesies, and here's twosies." And Larry goes, "He was for onesies, here's fivesies, smack." I like the point when Curly was trying to take the stand to confess what happened when Gail Tempest and Kirk Robin and all that. And Mo goes, "You're in a courtroom, not Clancy's pool room." And then when Curly was told to get rid of the gum, slapped Mo's face, and Mo goes, I got it. And he stomps on it. Woo! Woo! Hey, you're in a courtroom, not in the woods, Tarzan. I like the part where Larry's playing the violin. This short's pretty funny, too. Larry's playing the violin, and he grabs the guy's toupee. A tarantula! That was great. Three sappy people. This is a pretty funny one. It's the Stooges trying to cure socialite's wife from doing crazy things, and end up having a big cream puff fight in the end. It was so funny. I love that one. Boobs and Arms. This was my favorite. They tried to sell greeting cards, and they tried to help a lonely housewife who, was afraid her husband doesn't love her anymore. So the Stooges planned something to make her husband jealous, and all of a sudden the husband mistook that and started going after them. And little they know, they were in line. They went up, they hid in line, and they went into the army, and the sergeant was that husband. And they do a bayonet practice. What are you playing? Hippity hop to the barber shop? Oh, this was hilarious. And at the end, they tried to rescue the sergeant. They ended up blowing up with laughing gas, and they were laughing. That was my favorite part in the end. They were laughing so hard. And took her in. All right, Three Little Pirates. They were on Dead Man's Island. They were shipwrecked on there, and they were captured by the governor of that island, and decided, well, destroying the show, whatever. Anyways, continuing on, they decided, well, they needed to escape, and they needed to escape. So one of the ladies who wanted to escape with them, go back to New York, was to disguise themselves as, the Maharaja of Carabindine or something like that. You get the gin of Rummy and Larry. Las buddies with him to fortune. The Asky-Tasky with that frog head, it was hilarious. That whole Maha skit was hilarious. I like that one. And so, oh, shut up, I don't have to. That was a good one. Halfwit's Holiday, it It was a combination of the sweet pie of one of my favorite episodes, which I will get to, and hoi polloi. Hoi polloi, and that was, and they were trying to get the Stooges to behave like gentlemen, and all of a sudden, Mo was confronted by one of the ladies, Mrs. Spice Smash. She goes, I got this one Muffin says, and Mo's too nervous because the thing was about to come down, and all of a sudden, it was a lady, you must be psychic. And what's wrong with that young man? And all of a sudden, the pie fell from the ceiling, hit her in her face, and it started I like these pie fights. These pie fights are hilarious with the Three Stooges. That's why I liked about Half Wits Holiday, and the guy telling the lion hunting thing, that was a pretty good gag. Half shot shooters. My favorite part is when the sergeant and the Stooges always they meet each other again because the sergeant was mistreating them badly and they got a badge of honor or something. It was hilarious. And I like the part where they decided to do target practice was canceled because the admirals come in and all that. So the Stooges did not even, when they were sent off to do something, and then they came back, they did not realize that, the thing was canceled. They thought, we'll do it ourselves. And they start shooting everything. And I hope they didn't hit the pool room and they hit the admiral's flagship. And I see my duty and I did it. Yeah. And the sergeant's like, he's seen his duty and he did it. And he shot them. Oh, it was hilarious. I like it. You gotta see these Stooge episodes. You can get them. I got all of them on DVD, just to let you know. It's just totally awesome. The last honorable mention, Pardon My Scotch. Oh, my favorite part is the point to the right thing. When there was carpenters and they're trying to build a door, point to the right for me. And then Mo gets upset, smack me. See? Hey, point to the right, this chump. And then they get the breath of heather, Vragga Haggett. It was great. It was great. I love it. The Three Stooges is just hilarious. Pardon my Scotch. So those are all my honorable mentions. You want to, look them up on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. You can. Love the Three Stooges. Gotta love the Three Stooges. Now let's get to the main course of this whole thing. Sorry that took so long because there's some of this. It is my top 10 favorite Three Stooges episodes. You know how hard this is. Okay, there we go. Now the first two that's how I got first introduced to the Three Stooges when they had Shemp. There were 3D episodes on here in Massachusetts on our local channel TV38. It's a tradition every single year where in channel 38 where every New Year's Eve there's a Three Stooges marathon going on, and that's how I got introduced to the Three Stooges. Number 10, Pardon My Backfire. There's some 3D scenes in there. It was really cool when people throw stuff at you and all that. Or Mo does the eye poke thing like I'm doing right now, Here, it's a couple of tips for you, That was my favorite. Spook, same thing, you got, the pie thing, and all that, and just, it's hilarious, so it was pretty good. Excuse me. Men in Black, at number 8. Men in Black. Favorite two lines. Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, for duty and humanity. That's my favorite lines in that movie. It was funny. And you got the crazy guy, the big giant green canary. Move over, you got company. And the Stooges. And I like when they operate on Mr. Graves because they said the combination isn't here. You just swallow the combination. And we'll operate, and then I like Larry's like, let's plug him and see if he's right. Oh, that was hilarious. Number 7, Horses Collars. Mo Larry Cheese! Mo Larry Cheese! Every time Curly sees a mouse, he goes nuts, and he ends up knocking out the criminal Double Deal Decker. Criminal outlaw. That was pretty cool. Number 6, We Want Our Mummy. That was one of the most hilarious ones ever. Curly's racing around, and I don't know, my favorite part was when Curly was racing around the tombstone, the tomb of King Rootin' Tootin', and he was the only one left, and he's in here, Knuckle, he goes, I asked you first, where are you? And you hear Mo goes, none of your business. It was great. So that was really funny. And all the trouble, they thought they saw King Rootin' Tootin' was White Queen Hotsy Totsy, and King Rootin' Tootin' was a midget. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I gotta tell you, it was fun. I'm loving it. All right. Number 5, Spook Louder. And this is the fun part where the mysterious pie thrower. We don't know who the pie thrower was. It was so funny. And don't say, hey, I thought it was somebody that threw the pie at Kevin Owens. No, it was just such a joke. So it was like, who threw the pie? Who threw the pie to Stooges? Who threw a pie to these guys? And the professor was telling the reporter the story, and the professor goes, oh, I threw the pies. And then one of the pies hit him in the face. It was hilarious. Gents Without Sense is number 4. Favorite line, Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. I picked him, I smashed him, I bashed him, and crashed him, and I knocked him down. It was hilarious. So, yeah, that was my favorite. That's the reason why I like Gents with Sense. Punch Drunks. Pop goes the weasel. Curly goes nuts. That's my favorite part. All right, number 2, and the Sweet Pie and Pie. That's the other one of the Halfwits, the footage from that on the Halfwits holiday. And it was hilarious where, Three Stooges were framed for a crime they didn't commit. They end up marrying widows that way. They get the money, and their boyfriends would know, have happily ever after. But the Stooges were innocent, they were free, and then they caused all sorts of chaos, and then the pie fight. That's right, the pie fight. And my number 1 favorite Three Stooges short, Pop Goes the Easel. My favorite one. They were trying to disguise themselves as artists, and they tried to find it was hilarious. They tried to look for a job, and disguise themselves as artists after causing chaos. The cop follows them. And, they start by painting, they'll start from the ground up by painting this floor, and they painted the floor. And Curly's like, shuffleboard, plus 10, pick out 2, 1, 2, wow. and I also like the part where, they had the lady with the trying to do something, create a picture, and they go, you see a flock of flying grouse. Curly looks up, I don't see no grouse. Boom. See now? No. Mo kicks him again. See now? No. Boom. Oh, look at the grouse. And they look up. I like it. They try to get the Rembrandt guy. That was hilarious. Gentlemen, I'm an artiste. Well, Larry, I'm an artiste too. Oh, a pair of drawers. And they try to get trying to get that little spot out. They don't realize that the sun is shining on the painting. I was like, what? And the guy's even dumber. And the Three Stooges, so Mo throws the back paint on. Now it's midnight in the room. Well, you know what they say, and he gets mad, and Curly goes, you know what they say, come, easel go. And then, I'll show you guys a picture. What is a picture? Just watch me, and and the clay fight, when I saw the clay fight in color, I thought they were throwing poop at each other. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And also, it's Bull. His back is, I don't see his face. His back is turned. How? Pop, poop, pop. It was hilarious, man. It was the funniest thing in the world. Man. They wanted to try to escape from the cop. They tried to dress themselves as women, which is hilarious. And so, this is my mother. Mo slaps Curly. The children are always clowning on mother. I'm going to tell father and you. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just love the Three Stooges, man. They are hilarious. If you're feeling down and you need a pick-me-up, you got to watch the Three Stooges, man. They're hilarious, man. Whether you like Curly, Shemp, or Joe is your third Stooge, or Curly Joe in the movies, you got to go watch the Three Stooges, man. They're hilarious dudes, man. It's hilarious dudes, man. Oh, my goodness. And, and again, and again, Hannah Keller. Let us up Steiny. Hello. Larry and Mo and Curly as like foreign people. Oh, what's he speaking? Oh, deaf and dumb. Certainly. One thing I like about the Three Stooges, they make you laugh and they'll have fun. It's like some of the things, some things that make Curly, just make Curly go insane or something like that. When Curly goes insane, that you laugh at it. was he's fighting off a lobster, a crab, or an oyster. It was hilarious. Or, it's just, I just love the Three Stooges. I just like the Three Stooges, man. They're hilarious. They're a great comedy troupe. So that's okay. So what's going to happen on my next list of Lima? Well, on my next list of Lima, I don't know what episode that will be on. It could be the next episode. Never know. My top 10 favorite 6th Rangers from Power Rangers, a.k.a. and Super Sentai as well. Top 10 favorite 6th or extra Super Sentai / Power Rangers. All right? We'll do that. I'm on the next list of Lima on EML77 TV. Well, episode 75 is complete. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. God's blessings to you all, and have a wonderful day, and hope you keep smiling. All right, catch you on the flip side, guys. Later.